Hi,
Hello,
this is the MVP show.
That's Nikki,
This is Bailey.
and we have pets. Okay, so our last video was our introduction.
Yeah. I know it doesn't say that, but it was.
Yeah,
I forgot to name
forgot
it that.
to name it. We had issues putting it online.
Yeah. Big issues.
Yeah, it took us like hour something.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, it took us about an hour.
But today now we're talking about potty training
Yeah,
dogs.
because potty training is never easy. That's what we have been told.
Yeah.
But I found it kind of easy.
And we kind of experienced it too.
Yeah, like we talked about last time. We had a puppy, and she got hit by a car and killed, and we had to potty train her. She was 8 months old. And so, I think the younger, the easier. I know it usually says you can't teach an old dog new tricks, but you can teach an old dog.
Yeah. And
It's possible, but it might take more time.
yeah. And we used puppy pads, which we got at Rite Aid for $1.
We're not allowed to advertise over the internet. Okay. Well, it came with 4. And,
that's what we would put like in certain spots, and we teach her to go there.
she went there. Yes, I don't know. I think it just smelled like pee or something. And she learned to go there. And so at night I'd put it by my door because that's where she'd go. And so then she learned to go there. And then
And then
gradually we took him away from her.
and then we started bringing her outside, and then she would whine when she had to go to the bathroom. So
Or
they
she'd
kind of
get
learn
really
on their own.
antsy and run to the door.
Yeah, and so they kind of learn on their own too.
It's also helpful when you have another adult dog there that knows that's already been potty trained.
Like Chipper.
Yeah, like Trevor. It helped out a lot, I think. Don't you? Going outside, it's nice when you first have a puppy. You don't clean up after them, like, everything right then, right after they go to the bathroom. If it's in your yard, I'd leave it, maybe, for a little bit so she can sniff around and tell that other dogs have gone outside. I think that when she was smelling around, that helped.
Yeah.
And I guess rubbing their nose into it, it kind of helps. But I still think that that's a little harsh. And if they go inside, don't be too...
Like, get mad at them, but don't, like...
Right after, praise them if they go outside.
Yeah.
And if they whine, give them treats and stuff if they go outside. And I think that when they do go inside, that you need to clean it up immediately and get the scent out, or else if they keep smelling that, then they'll think that that's another place to go to the bathroom. And you don't want them to go in the house.
It's not fun.
No, it's not. Our adult dog, Gibber, had an accident in our grandma's room in the middle of the night. At the same time, our bunny had just gotten out of his cage. And it was really stinky accident. And yeah, it was horrible.
Some dogs, their stomachs don't agree with wet food.
Wet
So
food.
Be careful. With
Yeah. Also, like, when you're trying to potty train them, people think that, okay, so, I'm not going to say, some people keep their dogs outside all day and all night. That might be good for you. If you do that, then why even potty train them? Sometimes it's nice to have them potty trained. I think that at least bring them in. They're not, if you're trying to have them guard dogs, why have dogs? The best guard dogs have family, Labrador retrievers. We own a Labrador retriever. His name is Buddy.
Yeah.
He has an aggression issue, but we'll talk about that later. And, but I think that if you have a dog in a kennel outside, and then you bring them in at night, and then if you bring them in the day at all, and they go in the house, they don't know any different if you think that they're potty trained, and you need to work with them constantly. You can't give up, or else they don't.
They'll never get potty trained.
Yeah, never. If you don't want your dog to be potty trained, just, I guess, lay puppy pads down all over your floor. So, and before bed, I'd say, it kind of helps if you bring them in at night and if you put them in a kennel at night, what helps is when you set down their food and water, take it away from them an hour before you put them in the kennel, and then take them out to go to the bathroom when you're letting them out of their cage or untying them or bringing them inside, and then they don't have to go. And then when you're going to bed, you can take them out again, and they shouldn't have to go to the bathroom throughout the night. But if you do, don't hesitate. Get up. You don't want to mess. Or, like, I didn't like cleaning up after Zuri. It was gross.
Yeah.
You step in it sometimes.
And if they have to go to the bathroom, they will go if they really have to.
Yeah.
Even if they're totally potty
Pay
trained.
attention to what they do when they have to go to the bathroom. Always pay attention. Because Chipper has a way of not telling you sometimes. Zuri, should just whine and she'd go to the door. A lot of times you think that they're just running to the door to run to the door, but when they do that, they need to go to the bathroom usually. Or if they just want to go outside even, don't praise them, technically. If they go to the bathroom, praise them. If your dog has a problem with running away when you let them out, get them on a leash.
Yeah. Or like a cable type thing.
Yeah. Or if you have a fenced-in yard, then you don't have a problem with that. And I'm just going to say that real quick. If you have a problem with getting them back, what is helpful is if you sit down on the ground and call them, it's not as threatening. Don't use your hand. Don't use your hand to punish. Find one thing only to punish with. They're not afraid of you. Because you kind of want them to be afraid of you. Nikki, explain. I don't know. You want them to know that you're in charge. Always.
You're their master.
You're their master and they can't push you around. If you have a big dog, then, like Buddy, he pees a lot.
You don't want that going inside?
Yeah. He will go on the kitchen floor, and it's a huge puddle.
So
he makes dents in the gravel outside. Yeah. Train your dogs. Train your dogs well. Listen to us, and you'll have best dogs. You'll have the best dogs. Yeah. Bye. Bye. Join us.